Did you want to come for a drive through Storm Claudia? You did? Come on then, let's go. Hiya guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sean Hills and this is A Soul's Experience, a channel dedicated to helping the human race remember who we really are. So hiya guys, we are driving in the very middle of Storm Claudia, which is the third named storm to hit the UK in this stormy season here. I am driving, I'm about 3-4 miles outside the city of Plymouth in southwest England in Devon. Now unfortunately Plymouth is prone to flooding and many hotspot areas where there's lots of water on the road, lots of danger of aquaplaning and lots of disruptions. So we're going to take it easy here on these roads. We're going to take the slower way towards the city and just see what we can find on our journey here. Just going to give you guys a first-hand perspective of how severe the storm is coming in here. So Plymouth is a Navy city. It is named the Ocean City because it is a city right next to the ocean. There's lots of barracks, lots of forts. Whoa, hit a bit of water there. There's lots of forts, lots of defences, military defences. Very, very interesting city. And for those viewers in the US of A, Christopher Columbus left the Mayflower Steps in Plymouth, down by the Barbican, down by the ocean area, left from this very city to discover the great United States of America, extending the Western world far beyond the British shores, 3,500 miles across the pond. But yeah, very, very interesting city is Plymouth, a beautiful city. But today, unfortunately, is being ravaged by the wind and the rain. So far, the journey has been quite smooth, but we're going further and further down here to sea level. So if you can see here, we're actually heading downhill. We've been heading downhill for the last couple of minutes, and we're just heading closer and closer to sea level. Because just like I mentioned before, Plymouth, the ocean city, being right by the transatlantic ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, where you can fly transatlantic across to the USA. So yeah, the great Atlantic Ocean is the ocean that straddles the shores of Plymouth. But we're getting a bit of traffic build up here, guys. Now the weather all around the globe has been picking up and increasing in its dramaticness, in its power. If you ever watch Space Weather, a great space weatherman, Stefan Burns, would be the one I would say to go to, doing lots of great work out there. Picks up the patterns, has discovered the patterns between activity on our sun and activity on our Earth, showing that everything is interconnected. And the activity of the sun on this solar maximum has been tremendous, guys. It has been tremendous, and we've seen some of the highest earthquakes and some really incredible volcanic activity on planet Earth. We've seen volcanoes that have been asleep waking up after hundreds of years, some dormant before recorded history. So Earth is waking up in this time of ascension, this time of great awakening here Okay, we've got a big one coming up here. Whoa! Bloody hell, that was a big one. Whoa! Sorry guys, do your windows up on the other side of the road there. That was a big one there. I wish I had cameras on the side of the vehicle a little bit, so you could have seen the sort of 7-8 foot tidal wave that just came off the wheels there. But no, we're in a time of awakening for the whole planet. A time of great consciousness for the whole planet. And because we are nature and Earth as Gaia, the being, Mother Earth is nature, everything is interconnected, as we can see with the work done by Stefan Burns with the activity of the sun. So we are connected to Earth's energy is connected to us. We are all connected to the energy of the divine. We are all connected to this great universe, this galaxy called the Milky Way, and far beyond. So when the Earth itself is in a period of ascension and the human beings are in a period of ascension, what you will see is ascension symptoms. In human beings, this can range from high energy to low energy, loss of appetite. Whoa, we got another big one coming up here. Come on guys, you've got to get high revs through here guys, high revs. Go Audi, go, high revs. Come on, you don't want to go slow through there, you're going to bugger up your engine. You know, low gear, high revs. Knock that water out the way, do you know what I mean? That's how you want to do it guys. You know, that's how you want to do it. Don't drive slow like the Audi driver in front. They drove a bit slow, they could damage your engine doing that. But we're not here for a car show, are we? We're not here to learn about the dynamics of driving through a puddle, are we? Or are we? Is it the dynamics of driving through a puddle that mimics the dynamics of driving through life? You have to sometimes go fast. You have to never go slow. No. Sometimes you have to go slow in this beautiful, crazy play that we call the human experience. Sometimes you have to rest. But that is what we are going to find through this great time of ascension. We are going to find some people that are doing great. Some people that are just coping really well with what is happening on the planet. Now, typically, unless you have been born with a certain vibration, typically, to do well in this time of ascension is going to take some sort of work. Even if that's listening to videos like these, driving through Storm Claudia, and all of a sudden you get a mantra about how to live your life. You wasn't expecting it, was you? Well, actually no, you are on a soul's experience, so you probably were, but this is not a mantra on how to live your life, guys. This is merely advice from a normal guy who, like you guys, is going through this great awakening period. I am no different from any of you. I am learning all of the time, as all of us, even the greatest gurus and the greatest teachers of planet Earth will surely and merely be nothing but students of the ascensions of the children that are being born with awareness so great, awareness so desirable, and an awareness so above and beyond the rest of any of our reality right now that it could only be considered as magic and nothing less and nothing more than our natural state of being here in this human experience. But back to Storm Claudia and back to the journey. We are about, I'm going to say we're about 1 mile to 2 miles away from the edge of the city. We're starting to come up to this sort of industrial bit here. You know, you're starting to see your first supermarkets, your first shops, your first sign of life is when we go. That's what we're going to see now, our first sign of life. So here we go. But where you find life, you find experience, and that's what this channel's about. Let me know in the comments below, do you enjoy a good storm? Do you enjoy driving in a good storm? Would you like to see more videos venturing out in the car, waffling on about the experience of this human existence? Let me know in the comment below, because it's a very joyful experience to be able to drive around in the rain, and unfortunately not everybody gets to have that privilege. So if I could bring that experience, some beautiful souls out there, and you guys could share that experience with me, then that's what this is all about, isn't it? Look, we've got the learner driver in front. Always got to respect the learner drivers. They're putting themselves out there. It can be nerve-wracking to go out there and go into these busy roads. And look at these conditions for this learner driver, you know. So fair play to all the learner drivers out there, you know, doing your best in these tough times. I was very lucky that I managed to get my license before the world went crazy. So no, the world isn't going crazy, guys. Like I said, we're just ascending. But yeah, look, there we go. The first sign of life there. We've got a Sainsbury's. We've got a Sainsbury's. We've got a Sainsbury's there, guys. And we got a Premier Inn across the road there. The Premier Inn, a Beefeater. Always a Beefeater restaurant next to a Premier Inn, isn't there? Okay, I'm going to overtake this cyclist. I'm going to try and do this. Oh wait, we've got cars to the right of me, cars to the left. Let's go this way. You stay where you are. I'm coming back in. You stay there. Right, we've got a speed camera coming up, so we don't want to go over 40 on this bit. And now we're coming up to the water, guys. If this water gets any higher, this whole road is going to be flooded. If you look to the left of you, you're going to see the River Plym. That is the River Plym, and it is getting high. It is getting super high. You can see the blue through the bars there. That's the water. And if it gets any higher, yeah, this whole place is going to flood. So I'm really glad we're heading in when we are. But here we go. This is literally ascension symptoms of the planet. Is storms increasing, droughts increasing, but she's shaking up to wake up. So keep an eye out for earthquake and volcanic activity mainly. But yeah, flooding, you know, the tsunamis, the hurricanes, you know, it's all going to increase as we go through this solar maximum what we're in at the minute, you know. And we're tapering off from the middle of the solar maximum, but Mother Nature does what Mother Nature wants to do. And like I said, we're in a cycle. Oh, everyone seems to be driving onto the opposite side of the road down here. What's going on down here? Oh dear. Oh no, is everyone's driving on the wrong side of the road down here. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh, it's really flooded. Oh, they're going through it. Oh, that's deep. Right. Going round. We're going round. Whoa! We had to make it round there, guys. I'm glad that golden car saw me, but I knew if I put my foot down in time, I'll get round. That was a good bit of cool bit of driving there. Can't be helped, can't be helped. You know. God, their whole wheels. I'd like to look back at the footage, because that red car in front, all of their wheels seem to go under, right under. You know. Well, there we go, guys. What an experience. We've made it back home, guys. The weather hasn't stopped as I stare across the River Plym in the distance from the top of the balcony. But luckily, from the dry and the warmth of inside the house and not out there, because it was getting torrential. And it isn't over yet. This storm is just going to travel up the UK and then across to Europe. So for all of you that haven't, the storm hasn't hit you yet, you know, keep in mind of there's going to be a lot of water, way more water, surface groundwater than I realised. But with this time of the year, all the leaves falling off the trees and clogging up the drains, it's really a recipe for a lot of flooding. So please take care of yourselves out there. I will see you soon, guys. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you want to become a soul experiencer, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and join this beautiful community of soul experiencers here on this channel. If you're already a soul experiencer, welcome back, guys. It's great to see you guys. Great to hear from you. I love you all. Take care in this torrential weather. And wherever you are on the planet, the world is, going through an awakening, like I said. And some of the ascension symptoms are going to be crazy natural weather events. So until next time, please love those around you, but don't forget to love yourselves. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Take care for now, guys.